Here we have significantly tarnished specimen of Roosevelt Dime. It is very tricky date because you have to be very very careful when dealing with 1965 Roosevelt Dimes. This is why I call it a tricky date, because you can hold in your hands very valuable 1965 dime, presuming it's just pocket change, but it can be extremely valuable, and they sell mostly, even in circulated conditions, they sell for thousands of dollars. And one of recent sales was realized at Heritage Auctions, maybe. I don't know exact date and which auction house, but I'm 100% positive that 2024 seen one super valuable 1965 specimen of Roosevelt Dime. So what's the catch here? Even in such conditions, it can be worth thousands of dollars, so you should be very careful. And the main thing is to check, first of all, check the edge of the your 1965. If you don't have these red coppery stripe, or how you call it in English, you see our stripe is not already red, it turned brown due to its copper content that fades over time when you don't keep it in airtight condition. When you have such toning here, red, brown, lusterless, lusterless, you have just ordinary pocket change 1965 dime with ordinary sandwich formation and just copper nickel, I guess. But when you don't have this stripe and it is silvery gray, gunpowdery, sometimes it's gunpowdery, then, and it also may have some tonings, then it is likely that you have a very valuable 1965 dime which was struck on a wrong planchet, meaning a silver planchet, because in 1965 they transitioned to copper nickel sandwich formation planchet to preserve the silver, as silver was getting much higher, prices were surging. Therefore they shifted to copper nickel from 1965, and therefore some slip-ups happen in this date, so you must be carefully examine them. And also other medium, or how to call it in English, other way of verifying whether you have valuable and rare 1965 dime is checking its weight, because the alloys have different weights. Silver have different weight, and copper nickel sandwich has a different weight as well. Why they call it sandwich? Because it has upper layer, lower layer, and middle core part. Now let's see how we can verify the weight. Let's check standard 1965 Roosevelt Dime. One moment, please, bear with me. And PCGS. And then let's check 1964, 1 year earlier. 1964 was what done. PCGS. And I will show you some side by side so we can make comparison. Let me just separate these windows. And 1965. Oh, it's post 1965. Sorry. One moment. Then I will close these auxiliary windows so we don't get mixed up during live stream. Zoom out a little bit. So here on the left we have 1965 dime with copper nickel planchet. So the metal is, to be exact, 75% copper, 25% nickel over a pure copper center. Therefore it's called sandwich formation. And on the right we have 1964 Roosevelt Dime or 10-cent piece with a silver composition. Here it was 75% copper, 25% nickel, but here the 1964 was 90% silver and 10% copper. So you see, and silver coins are very sensitive to toning, and they get toned over time. Even some, for example, some US card boxes, or I don't know exact name for that, some holders or card boxes, they had special composition that accelerated the toning. Therefore, after some while, they stopped the production of those slabs, those holders. Sorry, and therefore silver coins are susceptible or sensitive to toning. You see, it's obviously beautifully toned. And so let's see. As I told, we have to check the date, weight. So the standard 1965, this to the left here I'm holding, even in circulated condition, it must bear the weight of 2.27 grams. You see, diameters are not same. It hasn't changed, but the weight is for circulated, uncirculated. 1965 from standard issue is 2.27 grams. But when we look at 1964, you see it has slight difference in weight, 2.50 grams. So its silver coin is much heavier than the copper nickel. So when you get 1965 date, it's very important that you put it on scale and check the weight. You should use digital scale to be more precise, to get more precise results. And if it is somehow 250, something around 250 grams, then I congratulate you that you have very valuable and rare coin, and all auction houses will greenlight your coin, and they showcase them with great enthusiasm because it's very rare coin. Not this one, I mean those that struck on wrong planchet, that are struck on transitional, that happened due to during transition and somehow made slip up mint workers, and it was struck on a silver planchet instead of copper nickel planchet. Now let me show you one sold in. Let's find one sold in recently at, I think it was even sold at Heritage Auctions this month, in September, sorry. Let's see. So we go to Heritage Auctions archive. So if you have any questions until then, please ask. I'll answer with great interest, and I'll do my best to help you with finding whether your coins are rare or just common, as we always do. Okay, let's type in 1960. First check most recent sales. Let's put the date 1965. And let's check dimes. But I think we should also check errors, because it was an errors listed as error. Let's see. Errors. Yeah, here we have. Yes, I was right. It was sold in September 16th. You see, that was I was talking about. It is graded AU58, meaning it's circulated condition. Not like this one. This is much poorer condition and it's tarnished. But AU58 is almost MS60, we can tell, because just few distractions and some not that few, but less luster on the coin. So this is obviously a silver. Let's check out the whole slab. So 1965 AU58 graded by PCGS, and according to label it was struck on silver 10-cent planchet. And you see it's even not 250, it's something around it, 245. So if you suspect it, you have something between 245 and 250, or maybe somehow it can be even much more, maybe. So please make sure to check your 1965 dime on scale. And we don't have other information here, but we see that it's very nice dime for circulated coin, but no full steps here. No full bands here. See, bands are worn and not sharply struck. Nevertheless, this seemingly ordinary Roosevelt Dime earned $9,000. So someone made $9,000 from sale of this coin. Therefore, be careful when dealing with 1965 date. And it is also same words can be told about 1965 Washington quarters, because they shifted to these metal alloy as well, to copper nickel, if I'm not wrong, on the same date. Okay.